Man, we shouldn't be complaining because we just woke up today. Like, come on, bruh. You just have another chance to complete something in your mission. Have another chance to actually not be fucking lazy. That's one thing, you know? Because a lot of us, we have our little bad habits, but it's correctable because every day is another chance. Shit. You don't hear no bombs going off. You don't hear no damn fires everywhere. So it's not doomsday. It's not, it's not the last days. It's the last days, but it's not the last day on earth yet. So do what you gotta do now, a lot of us, we be like acting like life is so hard, but life is not. We just make it hard by the way we freaking think. So then we basically tell our subconscious mind that life is hard, so all we gonna start seeing is a hard knock life. That's just how it's gonna go. Be real. Like, anytime you thought positive about something, say you were in a relationship and you were thinking positive, it seemed like everything was going great, huh? But as soon as you started going on the negatives, like, oh, he does this, she does that all the time. Why does he always, once you keep on thinking about all that shit, oh yeah, the relationship is on its way down because you're contemplating on the negative. It's always gonna be a negative. Duh. People be thinking everything's supposed to be perfect. Like, what? You're not perfect, so why you think you can't expect perfect out of another person that isn't perfect either? I just look at it like that. That's how I say it. Hey, shout out to the basics. Shout out to the basics. But you gotta really think about it like this. If you want to be a doctor, now you have a chance to actually do that still. If you could have died last night, you could have died in your sleep. But y'all don't be thinking about it like that because you don't know nobody that really passed away, or you don't think it's gonna happen to you. Because there is people that know. There's people that's in these fields that still don't have a grateful and graceful spirit. They still think nothing will happen to them. I don't even walk around here, even though I got the spirit of God with me. I don't walk around here acting like I'm not gonna die one day. I don't know when my day is, Look at Jesus, it was 33 for him, If some people would have thought he could have probably lived to forever, but it wasn't meant to be like that, honestly. So it's think about it. You gotta be graceful for everywhere you at, cause if you're not, you're just making your life hard. That's really what it is, cause you either be grateful or you just gonna be complaining. And it's gonna make things worse, let's be real. Complaining never helps. In fact, it makes things 10 times worse. When it's hot and then somebody starts complaining it's hot, especially on football days, people start saying oh, it's hot. After we're running and shit like that, and it's nigga, I know that. So that's why we're out here. We know it's hot. We came out here, we knew it was hot coming here. We know it's hot running here. We all know it. So get in your bag validation. By complaining, you're seeking validation. And I will say I have complained at times and it was stupid. That's why I don't like to do it. And I will say, now this is one thing I will say, I'm gonna go back on that event. I remember I went to the beach with this one girl and we were looking for this private beach area. And I was already frustrated, fuck, there's a lot of people here. My plans kind of got a little messed up because I was thinking that we were gonna go to the specific beach, and it wasn't. And I was just So we carrying the stuff, and I'm okay, this guy helped us out, and he was living right across the street from the beach. He pulled up near me, and he was you want to know a secret? We went to the beach. We fought. He was blah blah blah. I can help you out. So follow me, and so we were all right, got in the car, find some parking, cause it was hard to find parking again. Found parking, walked all the way. The girl that I was with tried to say it wasn't that far, and I was girl, yes it was, cause I'm holding this cooler that has all the drinks and all this and that shit was heavy as fuck. I'm not even trying to complain or nothing. That mess was heavy, so I was hold on, let's see, let me like maybe stay your ass over here and then let me go walk down there to make sure that we're going the right way. Cause I was like, are we going the right way? Cause I want to make sure that before I take this big ass cooler, cause you're not even carrying it. And I was really trying to be patient with her, but there's that time where a nigga gotta learn, like gotta really press somebody. Cause like with her right there, she wasn't fully listening. So I should have been like, look. You need to stay right here. I'm about to walk down there and I'm about to go see if we're going the correct way. And then I'll tell you when to come. So stay right here. And that's all you gotta really say. And that's what I should have, but I was getting so frustrated and I almost like, you know, when you feel like you just kind of like, man, this is getting annoying. Like I was getting ready to be like, man, I'm finna just take me back to my car. Like I'm finna go to the house. Like fuck this shit. But I was like, man, I'm gonna be by my word, and I was. I stuck there. I didn't stay for that long. She was thinking that we were gonna stay there all day. She said I thought I made it seem like that. I was like, no, I didn't. I just said we're gonna go to the beach, and it was a hard time finding parking. So we wasted literally 45 minutes to an hour parking. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm about to. You know, that comes a part of what we hanging out. We hanging out looking for parking. So I'm not about to say like, okay, we started hanging out once we touched the sand. Like, no, it started once we fucking started looking for parking and there was a lot of people there. That counted as the minutes that we was hanging out for. I'm not hanging out for all day, no. Anyway, so that's what I should have did, and like that's why I shouldn't have complained, because I was kind of getting mad like this shit is heavy. But instead of complaining in that situation, I should have said like, hold on, this is kind of heavy. I'm gonna place it right here. Watch this real quick. Stay right here. I'm about to go check real quick to see if like we're going the correct way, and I'll be right back. Like that's really it. But I wasn't, because I was like I was, you know, you borderline mad, because I could get a little mad sometimes, especially around certain females and their like personality. I could tell her attitude. It just wasn't rubbing me right. I was kind of like, because that day wasn't like the first time. I noticed like how my energy was. I was like I was kind of laid back, like, you know, and I didn't, that happens a lot of times. I notice with a lot of girls, and we never see each other again, or it's never the same again. And I would be thinking like, am I doing something? No. My fucking energy, my discernment is very high. So the reason why I'm coming to the car, like I might be like touchy with them, but if I'm kind of like laid back, one, that's how I normally am. Two is because I'm feeling something in the air, like like they seem like they ain't really, you know, who they say they are. But I'm just kind of like talking to them, having a good conversation, but I'm just not doing the touch and feeling shit, because I'm like, I ain't really feeling it like that. I'm gonna take it slow. That's really what I'm doing. So honestly, that's how I roll. I should never complain. Just be direct, be honest, take lead. Also, fucking, that's how I was even on the date last night. Like, look, I'm laid back. I didn't even kiss her. I mean, I didn't find her 100% attractive as I probably liked, but it's okay, because I always say like, this seemed like a girl where I'm gonna probably have to take it slow with. Like that, I'll be on that. Like, you know how they be saying, like women will say like, oh, let's take it slow. Me personally, I'm like, I don't want to have sex the first night, like, unless I want to. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna force myself. If I don't feel like it, I'm not gonna do it. But if I feel like it, I want to do it. So, but anyway, so, you know, this girl wanted to do it, which was good, and I was kind of like, like, you know, I was like, nah, we not even finna go there. So it didn't, and then I just went home. So and that's what I felt like it was best, because I just personally, when I'm not feeling it, I'm not about to force it, and then I'll have to kind of make myself get in the mood. Like, that ain't even cool. Like, you know, you gotta low-key make yourself like get horny. Like, I hate doing that. Like, I faced too many of these situations in middle school through high school that you kind of like, I'm not about to, like, no. I'm not about to freaking do what I used to do, which was like basically like bow down to my lower